Oh, and I've been on mute the whole time. But hello, everyone. This is an impromptu live just to sort of just hang with you guys. It's been so the energy is so heavy and so thick and so very hard to deal with these past weeks. There's been so much that we've had to endure. So I wanted to do something that sort of takes our minds off of what's going on out there and, just to give us a little respite. Today we're talking about animals. We're talking about our pets. And if you are in the chat and you have a question about your pet, then I can do cards on them today. Just here to hang and see what's on your mind. I am not a veterinarian. I am not a doctor. I am not a psychologist. So the questions that I'm taking from the chat are questions about quirky things that your pets do that you don't understand. You go, why are they doing that? And who can be in the mind of a pet? Not me, but the cards can sort of give you maybe a general kind of explanation about maybe what's going on with your pet. So this all came about because there was one day, one morning that I woke up and I had this dream about an elephant, and it was a baby elephant, and it was in my house, and it was playing with my dogs. It was so friggin' adorable. Hey, Sharon. So friggin' adorable that I just was like, wow. I called, I contacted Sienna. I was like, do you want to do a live stream on pets? And she was all up for it. She's actually running a little late today, so if she can, she'll join us a little later. But until then, we can just hang out a little bit. So I wanted to talk about like quirky things that our dogs do. Like my dog, he he eats green. He just chews up leaves. He eats roses. He eats, he pulls out things from the grass and starts eating that. He's always chewing on a leaf. And I'm always kind of going crazy because not all the leaves out there are good for dogs. There's like some trees out there that are a little poisonous, and or the oleander tree, and I just heard or read that jade was not good for them to eat. So I've been putting fences up all around the yard trying to keep them away from all of these. Hey guys, hey Purple Elephant Deb, hey Manasa, how are you? Hi True Gale. Yes, Carmen. Oh, thank you guys for showing up. This is just an impromptu thing, and for lunch, it's a lunch impromptu. I'm wearing my Listen to a Veteran t-shirt because we just had Memorial Day, and it you can keep that going on by helping a veteran in any way that you can. Just listening to a veteran talk about their lives or what they're going through helps them to feel better because they can express those views. And so check out listen to a veteran.org, and it's an organization that I have firsthand experience with. They're very good. Let's see who else is here. Hi everyone. Thanks for being here. So if you guys, this is rare for me to be here by myself. So if you have like a quirky thing that your pet does or whatever, I can read on it and see, maybe, give you some insight into maybe what's going on with your pet. Like, like my dogs, Goose especially, I call him Pig because he eats everything. He's such. Your dog catches flies and eats them? Yeah, my dog, Lulu, she loves to catch flies. Yeah. Let's see what that's all about. What is it's just something that's bugging them probably, but I'll take a look at it and see why do they do that? Why do they go after flies? Well, they're really, really annoying. That's one reason. I bet they have good protein too for dogs. I mean, I'd never eat it, but maybe maybe it's a good source of protein for them. See what's going on with the dogs and flies. Why do dogs catch flies? Why do they eat them? They're such a nuisance because they cause them this confusion. It's just blah, 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 and they make them confused, and it's very aggravating for them. So that's what we pretty much knew. Hi, Michelle. Hi, my dog shows me pictures in my mind, such as a hot dog, and when I look for him, he's standing next to the fridge. That is funny. That's funny. Dogs are so funny. I love them so much. Let's see what's on his mind. What's your dog's name? Michelle's dog. Let's see what's going on with your dog and the fridge. Loves hot dogs. You would think that hot dog would be something they go, dog. Do I want to eat another dog? Dog, dog, dog. Let's see what's going on with the dog. There's a communication. It's great that you can communicate with your dog. I know my dog, when we're out on the walk, and because he's still a puppy, I still give him little treats along the way, and his nose is always hitting my hand going, give me more, give me more, give me more. Oh, your dog's name is Shadow. Okay, Shadow. Shadow, what's going on with you, Shadow? What do you have to say, Shadow? Shadow, what do you have to say? Shadow. What's going on with Shadow? Hangman. He's very intuitive. Wow, he's very intuitive. And he wants what he wants, and he'll stand there until. Will he stand there until he gets it? Yeah. Oh no. My poor dogs and I have been without AC since last Wednesday. Are they making it okay? It's been sweaty and grumpy. Grace, Finn, and Scott. Wow, those are great names. Grace, Finn, and Scott. Are you guys okay with the heat? No, it's so bad for dogs. I know there was a story in the news of a woman who went in the store the other day, yesterday or something. She came out and both dogs were gone because she left them in the car. We know this by now. 3 dogs. There you go. They work together. They love you, and they're okay. They're okay. They're figuring out how to keep cool, and they know that you are figuring out a way to keep them cool and safe. So look at that. 3 pentacles. Very good. Very good. Oh. Your cat Nelson, he's recovering from having 3 teeth removed. Let's see how Nelson is doing. Let's see, 2 cards fell out. He's in some pain, but it's being because you're doing what you can to mitigate the pain. So he's in a little pain, but whatever you're doing is helping him mitigate that pain. So don't worry too much about him. He'll be okay. He'll be okay. Scout, not Scott. Flies taste so bad. You ate one when you were 4 and yuck, yeah. Oh my God. And they're just like so gross. Because come on, where do they come from? Where do they live? Where do they hang out? You don't want to eat a fly. Grace is deaf now? Oh. How is Grace doing? How does she communicate? Grace, how are you communicating? How are you doing with this obstacle of deafness? She's feeling a little bad. That she can't communicate with you. But there is a way. There is a way. Let's see what the way is to communicate. For Judgment. It's going to be hard to communicate, but I think that visual aids will help you. Visual aids will help you. I don't know what those are necessarily. Oh, I didn't mean to make you weepy. Yeah. Yeah, I tried touch and visual aids, smell, use all of her other senses, really just because when I feed my dogs in the morning, I have this ritual that I touch them in different places on their bodies, just so that's the ritual. Those are the places I touch. I go down their heads, down the back, and then I take one finger and I tap each of their feet. Then I go back down, touch the tail, and come back up and touch their heads. And they seem to not, they don't move. I think they enjoy it, but it's just sort of, I don't know. It's just sort of something I started doing. I don't know if that makes a difference for them to know that this is these are my hand signals to tell them that everything is fine. I don't know. My cat Willie appears to be playing with something that isn't there. I wonder if he's playing with my 2 dogs who are in spirit. Pepper and Jack. Oh, Willie, Pepper, and Jack. Let's read on them. Willie, Pepper, and Jack. Are they still playing? Are they still playing around the house? Willie, Pepper, and Jack. Are they still playing around the house? Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, and they're having fun emotionally. They are connected. So they are having, I got chills for that. That's so sweet. I love that. I love that. Yeah. Cats are so great. And it may be hard for her to hear you, but she can see and she can feel. So touch and visual cues are so good. Your dog Jack. You know what? When my dog Zoe passed, I was so distraught. I was like, "Oh, please, just send me something." And I had a dream, and she was sitting up. She was looking so beautiful and proud, and there was another dog laying right next to her. And I think that the dream was telling me that she's okay, that she's not alone, that she's with someone. And it just made me feel so much better. So let's see. Jack. Yeah, Jack. So let's see. Jack, what do you have to say? Jack, can you give Tasha a message? Are you okay, Jack? Are you okay? I don't normally do mediumship, but let's see what comes out. Let's see if the cards have any message from Jack for Tasha. He's sitting pretty. He's fine. He has all the things that he needs now. He's very, very comfortable. So don't worry. He's very comfortable and very happy that he was with you. You gave him everything. You gave him all that you could give him. So just feel good about that. Feel good that you did all that you could. He's great. I love that too. I love that too. Wow. So I was looking at elephants, you guys, and remember I said that I had that dream, and elephants are, let's see, is this an elephant? No, that's the wolf. I had here it is, elephant. So elephants, when you dream about elephants, they're about manifesting goals and problem solving. And I get that from this Power Animal meditation book. It's not a comprehensive book on all animal guides, but there's a lot of animals in this book that you can look up if you have dreams about animals, or you see an animal on a regular basis, something that comes to you all the time, a bird, or hopefully bears aren't coming to you on a regular basis. But, if you happen to run into a bear, don't run into a bear. That's my suggestion. So, elephants are about manifesting goals and problem solving. So, I've been working on some projects. So having that elephant appear to me in the dream was really, really sort of uplifting for me. Let's see. Does my old dog Chewy have a message for me? He passed away in 2018. Carmen. Let's see. Chewy, do you have a message for Carmen? Chewy, do you have a message for Carmen? What might be your message, Chewy? Chewy. I got this card for Chewy. I don't know. Let's pull another card and see what that means. That would mean like a confusion, or that might be like a lot of things to choose from. There are so many things that he has to tell you about. So many things that are you like thinking about him all the time in different situations and stuff? So maybe he's coming out to you in different situations. He's fine. He went from troubled waters. The pain of the passing is over, and he is in a very calm and very serene state. So he moved through whatever was going on for him. That I hope that's okay for you, Tasha. I hope that brings you a little peace. And animals are little angels anyway. They don't really go through a whole lot of bad times, or they don't go through that judgmental period or whatever. Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. Oh, your brother Rick. Oh wow. Let me look in these cards. This is really just supposed to be for animals, but let's see what I can pull up. I'm really not that good at mediumship, but I'll see what I can pull up. Just know that anyone who transitions to the other side is just, they're out of pain, and they are, let's see what happens. What's your brother's name? Rick. Rick. Was Rick an athlete? That's okay. Was he an athlete? Let's see. What's Rick wanting to say? I get the wisdom card. he knows more now than he did before. He understands more now than he did before he left. He speaks to you all the time. He speaks to you all the time, and maybe you hear him, and maybe it sounds like music or a word that someone says that makes you think about him. Those are the kinds of ways that he's getting in contact with you. He's balanced now. He knows the truth. Oh, he keeps saying that he knows the truth. He knows he has the wisdom now. He knows the truth. He knows the truth. Oh, I'm so sorry. Music, yeah. So he's speaking to you through that. Thank you, Donalyn. Does my dog Moose send me messages, and did he send my new dogs? Oh, they definitely do. When my dog passed, I was like, please send me another dog. And then I got Goose. Okay, so yes, he absolutely, probably, most likely sent you some more dogs. Oh, he was your soul dog. Yeah, dogs are like that. Did you give him the flu vaccine, Pat, or how did he get the flu vaccine? Did he take your flu vaccine? Oh. Let's see. Did he pass because of the flu vaccine? Do they have flu vaccines for dogs? What's going on? What? I've never heard of that. Let's see. Flu vaccine. Moose, what happened? What's going on with you, Moose? Moose. He loves you. Moose loves you. He will always love you. Always. He doesn't understand loss, but he does understand new beginnings. So yes, he did send those dogs in for you. Ah, Moose, thank you. Moose, he wanted you. He didn't want you to be sad. He didn't want you to. Did you mean to get 2 more dogs, or did they come as a pair? Oh, it's a dog vaccine. This vaccine. What's up with this dog vaccine? Was it safe? Was the dog vaccine safe? Yeah, it was safe. It's not how he passed. It's not why he passed. Let's see. It was basic. I don't know how old was Moose, but it seemed like his age had something to do with it. The power. Moose. Something else was going on, and he was suffering in silence because he was He was a dog. But now this is where he is. He's triumphed. He's passed on and he feels better. I just don't think that the vaccine was the reason. But I could be wrong. I'm not a vet. I'm not a doctor. And I don't even play one on TV. So. Oh my gosh. Dogs are the best. Yeah. Yeah, dogs. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine my life without them. I grew up in a household that really didn't have dogs. You know, we didn't live in the house with dogs. There were dogs. Hey, here's Seanna.
Hi. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I mix up the time? I must have.
This old woman probably mixed up the time.
I had therapy today from 11:30 to 1, so then I had to rush home. But we're here.
Yay! Thank you.
What did I miss?
Oh, you didn't miss much. We're just chatting. We're looking at some of, our pets that have passed and some that have really, like a dog who stands in front of the refrigerator asking for a hot dog.
Oh my God.
That's so adorable, right?
That's so cute.
Love that. Love that. I'm getting chills on that. That's so sweet.
That's so sweet. And it's interesting how pets, they will come back and visit.
Mm-hmm.
We might not be aware of it, but they will. My dad had a dog for a long, long time, this old boy, Diesel. Such a sweetie, not the smartest dog, but he was the sweetest. He was smart when he wanted to be smart. Very, very, oh my God, such a sweet old man of a dog. And he had died about a year ago. And the last time, or the one time I had gone out to my dad's after Diesel had passed, I kind of felt the dog's presence running through the yard. He was still guarding the acreage. And he is still, those were still his stomping grounds. He was coming in to check.
Yes, absolutely. We had a question from, maybe you can answer this question too, because I'm not a vet. I don't know, and I know you're not a vet, but you are a medium. So, Pat Mitchell had a question about I don't remember the dog's name. Let's see if I can go back and find out what the dog's name is. The dog's name is Moose.
Aww.
So Moose got a vaccine for the flu, a flu vaccine for dogs that I didn't even know they had.
I didn't know they had that either. I didn't know dogs could get the flu.
I didn't either. But the question is, did he pass from the vaccine? I don't. My card said no, but I would be interested to see what you come up with, because that's very interesting. Dogs having a flu vaccine.
I'd never heard of that, but let's just see what my cards say. You know what? I get an overwhelming feeling of no, it wasn't the vaccine that did it. Yeah. Whatever caused his passing was a long time coming. And it's sad because like our pets can't tell us that they don't feel well. Mm-hmm. Or, think about people, how you might feel fine, but then somebody who's been in good health all their life might suddenly develop cancer or MS or some long-term illness like that, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. Animals can go through that too. But something was going on in his body for a long time. Yeah. And it's like, this judgment card is showing me that correlation does not always mean causation. And Pat might be correlating the vaccine with the passing.
Yeah, and I got this card too, that he was suffering in silence.
Yeah, and he might not have even known he was sick. Like, you know how, and people are like this too, you feel kind of off. You might not think it's anything in particular. Like, I don't know, somebody might just think, oh, I'm just feeling kind of tired, I'm feeling kind of down, and it turns out they have an infection or they have a sickness they weren't even aware of.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened.
Thank you, Purple Elephant. Thank you, Deb. This is my first time doing this, so I appreciate you saying that. It's a good encouragement for me to do this again sometime. So yeah. So who's Chewy? Chewy Carmen. Chewy. I have a question. Do animals? Oh, hey, Johnny.
Oh, hey.
Do animals experience retrograde? That is
Good
a good question. I wonder.
If they do, they never say anything, right? They can't talk about Mercury retrograde and her dollar store panties like Adrian does.
Yeah, you can. I wonder. That is a good question.
That's an awesome question. Huh.
Spiritual strength.
Yeah.
I don't know. By this card, it just feels like, no, they don't. They're not affected that much by it, but they don't use electronics at all or anything.
That's true. And they don't have to sign documents. They don't have to get packages and insurance. You know what I got? What? They are aware of the subtle changes in, I don't know, astrology or the celestial realm. Mm-hmm. I'm not an astrology expert, but they are aware of the changes in energy. They are aware that the world maybe feels a bit different. It doesn't mean that they are inconvenienced in any way, though. Mm. And they're also aware that it will return to normal or to like a calm state. But yeah, I don't pick up that they like are quite as affected as people.
I get this, that they just are pure light. So any changes in energy, I guess they do, they are affected, but I don't think that they, like you said, are really cognizant that it's a real like thing. Retrograde.
I wonder if that affects like their hunting and stuff, you know?
Yeah. Wow.
I have no idea. I wonder how retrograde affects animals. It doesn't, obviously it's not the same as it affects people.
I wonder if it does affect animals at all, if it affects animals who are domesticated as opposed to the wild animals.
Oh.
If the wild animals feel a subtle change in the force.
That's a good way to put it. If they feel a disturbance in the force, maybe domesticated animals are much more subject to the energies of their humans. Maybe they're more influenced.
That's a good, that's probably
I don't know. That just popped into my head, so I just said it.
Yeah. Wow. That's very wise, Miss Seanna.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I think that they take their cues from us. But the wild ones, what do the wild ones do? Wow.
But I feel like they are all aware of they can feel the change in energy. I really strongly picked that up. But I wonder.
So Carol says, hi, ladies. I used to do horse rescue out of a kill lot here in Kansas. I still have 10. Lost so many who I know came to me so that they could leave peacefully. Oh, wow. So, wow. Wow.
The idea of the kill lots, like that just hurts my heart because those, I understand, you know, I guess kind of why they have them, but at the same time, like horses and cows don't act like they're very wise, but the horses and cows and, you know, the animals that we eat and kill, they are still intelligent beings.
Yeah, and so loving.
And horses are just so intuitive and they're
so wise. So wise. Oh my gosh.
Horses are the most wonderful empaths.
Totally. And they're so, I think as an empath, and I used to take my daughter to do, the the horse riding, that is the horses that do, what do you call it, dressage, or
Oh yes, yep. I think that's
those
what it is.
horses. She learned to she take took those lessons, and those horses were so big and she was so small, but they were so gentle with her, and just so intuitive, that they had children on their back. So they really just,
Be
it was
gentle.
so great. I love horses so much, and I just, when I hear about kill lots, I just,
Oh, that breaks my
my
heart.
heart.
Yeah. And well,
Ah,
my mom grew up with horses and all these farm animals, but she said horses especially, it was like they just knew how you were feeling.
mhm, they
Yeah,
do.
she could go out and take care of the horses, and she could be in a really bad mood and they would be really gentle and kind. Or she was happy and they'd be kind of playful, like,
Mhm,
they
mhm.
just, it's like they just know how you feel.
So Carol, they're there for you. They're there. You're there to help them rest and rejuvenate, to the point where you know they feel peace, and they feel safe with you. They feel safe with you. Um, oh, geez, it just hurts my heart to think about that.
Yeah.
You are a firm foundation for the horses that come to you, and you have to go and pick them up. Oh, wow. I'm so sorry, but you're doing what you can to help them transition. Um, but don't, my advice,
Oh,
and I know it's probably really heartbreaking, but they need you to make eye contact with them, even if it's just to say, I'm sorry, do the Ho'oponopono prayer for
yeah.
them, um, and bless you for the work that you do. Bless you, bless you, bless you. It's heartbreaking,
And
and
to have them know that somebody cares, even if it's just in a fleeting moment when they're on the back of the truck. Like someone cares what is happening to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my gosh, those
Yeah.
horses. Yeah. Well,
I have that she gives those horses a sense of family or a sense of safety that maybe they felt when they were, young and with their mothers. And it's like they feel like they're not so alone, they're not so isolated. They're with somebody that cares.
so thank you, Carol. Thank you for what you
Mm-hmm.
do. Thank you for what you've done, and thank you for what you continue to do.
Yeah.
Or you don't do it anymore. So, but thank you for what you have done for the ones who you could have an effect on. So, thank you for doing that. Um, it's so important. Okay, so if you have like any questions about your pets that are quirky, or are they doing really silly things, like my dog who eats all the leaves, and he actually pulls vines off they're growing on the wall. He pulls them off, takes the sticks, chews them up, and Jesus. I
Why?
actually, I
That
don't
could
know.
not possibly, maybe it tastes good to them, but
I was going to ask you to do a reading on him and see why he's doing that.
why is he doing that?
Why is he doing that? Because it's just so frustrating. Because we can't. He eats roses off the rose bush. I can't be great. What about those?
Maybe tapping into a past life where he was a herbivore.
He was a dinosaur or something.
Oh God, yeah. Let's just see. Okay. Right away, I'm hearing something about like digestive aid.
Oh,
That
okay.
sometimes there's pain or like a discomfort. Um, and I do know this. Sometimes dogs and cats will eat grass because it will make them throw up. Sometimes, and that they're like, whatever is wrong, we just have to get it out. It's like I don't know if that's why he always does it, but I know this is just saying that sometimes he does it because his tummy hurts.
Yeah.
And he's looking for something that will make him throw everything up and, clean slate, feel better.
I'm wondering if the food that I'm giving him is good for him. I want to do a reading on that
Hmm.
to see if the food that I'm feeding him is the right food for him, because I don't know. I give him freeze-dried liver and stuff on top of his food.
Ooh.
Like, he likes it, I think.
Mhm.
But then again, he's a pig. He likes everything.
Yeah, he eats very fast. He likes it, but he likes everything.
Yeah.
It's really sweet. Some of why he likes it is because this is like, oh, my mom gave me this. This from my mother.
Mm.
Mother's feeding me, so I'm going to eat it. He sees you as his mother.
Yeah.
You're the one that, you and your husband are caring for him and stuff, but you've got that divine feminine aspect, and that's why that Empress come up.
Yeah, he's such a good boy.
Aw.
He's such a good boy.
He's so cute too. I love the videos of
He's
Lucy.
he
So
just
cute.
can't help himself. So your dad had does your dad have a new dog?
Not yet. There's a cat out there. There's a couple of wild cats out there on the acreage.
And
There's Spock, who is actually very tame. He's old. He's a really old boy. And he lives in the house. He thinks he's like king of the house. My sister sent me a picture. She was out there for supper, and Dad's sitting at the table, and my sister's at the table, and then Spock is sitting at the table on his own chair. Yeah, he's like big baby.
oh my gosh. A cat at the table. You gotta take a picture of that.
I'll have to send you the picture. It's so cute. And meanwhile, the other 3 cats on the acreage, they're wild. And my brother didn't really know. I guess he didn't, I don't know if he just didn't want to like go through having to think of all these different names, but there's Bert, and Karen. The 2 males are both named Bert. Then he doesn't have to differentiate between them. The 2 males are Bert, and the girl is Karen.
So when he calls Bert, they both come?
Well, they are a little bit hesitant, but I think eventually once they sort of calm down and become tame, they'll probably both come when you say Bert.
Yeah.
They come when there's food out on the step for them.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Michelle. I do take him for long walks, and sometimes we take him through the woods for walks, and he loves that. And when we do that, he doesn't
smell.
He loves everything. He's just so. I mean, it's that he's getting so big and so strong. He can pull me down the street.
Oh God.
But he's pretty good. He's pretty good on the walk so far. He just turned a year, so he's still basically a puppy. And
he's still quite young. Yeah, he's like a child, basically.
Yeah, he's actually in this feels like a terrible 2 situation. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. What are you doing?
Don't eat the roses.
Don't eat the roses. Yeah.
You know what else I kind of pick up with him with eating stuff is he's like experimenting. Is this food? Is this food? This smells good. This might be food. Mm-hmm. Just because it smells good doesn't mean it's food.
Right. Well, I told you he ate my ring, right?
Did he really?
Yeah, he ate my ring. I never saw it come out, though.
You don't want it back after that?
No, it's not something that I really would like returned at this point. But I would like to know that it's not in his stomach anymore. That would be good. But, that's why I call him Pig, because he eats everything. Everything. Chews on clothing, he doesn't do shoes anymore. He was going after shoes, but not anymore. Yeah, he's a baby. He's such a baby.
He acts like he's like a baby, acts kind of like a toddler, has the appetite of a teenager.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, I had a question about cats
Mm.
because I have a cat. Well, he's staying with my daughter now since I have her dog.
Ah, you
Um,
kind of traded.
yeah, because she was like, I can't do it anymore. Because this dog that we rescued, she's I need to ask you. And Jen Len did a reading on her before because she's like the Tasmanian devil. When she sees other dogs, she goes into mode.
Oh, an absolute frenzy.
Yes, that's what I get. Johnny says that's what you get for naming your dogs after herbivores. So this dog goes wacko. Why is she so crazy about dogs? Now, preface that by saying that they found her on the streets in Tijuana.
Mm.
So she was a street dog for maybe a whole year because maybe we don't know exactly how old she is, but
She could have been born, her mother could have been a stray dog.
yeah, and she, she protects her her sphere like, like she really goes wacko. And it's really hard to walk her.
Yeah, what I got was she has been through a lot. Like she's witnessed other dogs fight to the death.
Mm-hmm.
She has witnessed dogs killing other dogs.
Yeah, she has a little she has a little like divot taken out of her tongue, so from a fight.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's what has happened.
That's her survival instinct. She's got it. She thinks it's protecting herself because I think that she not only has witnessed other dogs being killed by other dogs, but like she's almost died herself. I picked up like she was really hurt. And this is her way, it's her coping strategy. That's her way. She thinks that's going to balance it out. Is, well, if I scare you off, then you can't hurt me because I scared you off.
Right.
And if I'm really tough, you're not going to mess with me. She is like very strong. Whatever she's been through has really toughened her up.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't want to say it's a facade, but because that's like, that was her survival mode, right?
Because otherwise she's so sweet and she would just like climb up in your lap and wanting to get into your skin almost. She's that kind of like, I love you so much.
Trust for people. I wonder if people fed her scraps and stuff, and maybe she has trust for people, but she does not trust other dogs.
No, she doesn't.
But there's people who are like that, who've been abused and hurt and have witnessed such violence that they can't be around other people, or they fight with other people.
But I'm wondering if she'll ever sort of let that go. Well, is it possible for her to move through that? We've been working with her really hard with, and it's hard to take her on a walk because she goes into Tasmanian mode.
She goes nuts.
Yeah, she does. She goes absolutely ape crap crazy.
So, I mean, what I have here is, for the time being, there's something she's got to get out of her system. Like she is going to get to the point. I have temperance. Gradually, there is healing. Part of the healing is kind of getting this fighting out of her system. Yeah. She'll get to the point where she realizes, oh, I'm safe. Okay, so these people are trustworthy, and eventually she will get used to other animals. I don't know how much she's going to trust dogs, but there's transformation here where she will get to the point where she does trust other creatures.
Oh my God, she does. She loves Goose. She loves Goose like, oh my God, this is my baby, kind of almost, like she
trusts them.
She's taken possession of him and he loves her, and they're
I'm
like
your mom now.
They're like she's there, they kiss each other on the ears and all this, it's just always cleaning each other and sleeping together, and she's been so much better since he's been around. And when we go to the woods, they're fine. It's just when she sees other dogs, and I worry that she's teaching him to be mistrustful of other dogs as well. So that's the thing that I'm sort of.
I guess in people terms, we would call it PTSD. Maybe
Yeah.
animals get PTSD as well.
Yes.
And I wonder if maybe she gets the flashbacks when she sees other dogs. I don't know how a dog's memory really works, but I do think eventually it will calm.
She has such a little head. I wouldn't think that she'd be able to hold all of those memories.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking of people, but
yeah.
You know.
So Gloria says, my cat Ursa, 17 years old. Wow. Congratulations. Wow. She's having declining health this past year and is hardly eating.
17.
Yeah. Do you feel that she feels that he wants to transition? Is he in pain, and is it time? My cat is 19. And
it's amazing how long they can live.
I know. And I took my daughter took him to the vet, and the vet was like, he's in perfect health. She was like, what? He's 19.
Yeah, my other sister had a cat that lived to be about 17, I think, 16 or 17 years. And he would have lived longer, but he got run over.
That's one way to do it. But
you know what? Sometimes that's what happens when they go exploring out on the dirt roads and stuff. Yeah. It happens, right? But he was old, and he wasn't scared of nothing. He had 3 legs. When he was young, we lived somewhere else. And I think I'm a little too young to remember, but what I think happened, what I think my dad said was somebody tried to shoot Milo. Milo is the cat. Somebody tried to shoot Milo, but got his leg. So the leg had to come off.
Yeah.
And he was young enough when it happened that it didn't really disrupt his life. He was able to just continue being a cat. And after that, he's just a tough old man. Except he's not a match for a car.
No, not many people or animals are a match for a moving car.
No. But okay, so was it Ursa?
Ursa is 17.
17. Good. That is
good for her.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Let's see. Is Ursa getting he?
Yeah, he.
Okay, Ursa, let's see. Is he getting ready to move forward? And is he in any kind of pain? He's still on the inside. He's still very young. Like his spirit is he's still like a kitten.
Yeah, I get that too.
He's so innocent and just so playful inside. Now, is he in pain? I don't know. I have the tower, but I don't pick up like there's anything like dreadfully emergency going on. I wonder if he gets like bursts of pain here and there, because there's something that affects the way that he does his work, his cat work. I don't know, whatever cat figure his work. I kind of picked up maybe like arthritis or something that flares up. It's not constant, it flares.
Yeah.
And when it flares up, it hurts, but then it calms down. He's very happy. He's had a very good life, very satisfied. It's not like he's in a rush to transition, but there is the Chariot, which is saying that he will be moving forward and rejoining Source, rejoining that one collective love energy. But he's very happy. It's like he's enjoying his time in the present. I don't think he's really thinking too much about the future and passing.
I got the hope card here. It's just like there's still a lot of life in this guy.
Yeah.
No, if he's not eating, it may be that there's something going on in his belly that can be remedied. So maybe, check his diet, maybe he's not liking the food anymore, maybe change his diet a little bit to
maybe he's constipated. or
Yeah,
something.
it's very
That popped
possible.
in
It's very possible
for
that
something.
he's constipated or something. Something in his gut needs balance. Something needs balance in his
Oh,
gut.
that could be what's flaring up. Maybe he gets stomach pain or something that just flares.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, the
Yeah.
only reason I was thinking arthritis was because of the flare-ups and the calming down, but it could have been anything.
Yeah. It's like, what do I do with my, if it's like kidneys or whatever, there's some like home remedies that you can do, like a 30C for those little pellets, the little blue pellets. What's that?
Oh,
Bach remedies.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I used to give my cat that all the time, especially when we first got him. He was so little, and then he started having kidney problems or something, and you could actually see the light starting to go out in his eyes. He was losing his will, and I
Yeah,
was giving him this stuff like every 2 hours in a dropper, just, just to make him drink water all the time. So if he's not drinking enough water, maybe, take a dropper and just every few hours, just give him water to sort of rinse out what's going on with him. This cat took a bird out of the sky on our balcony, and we came out, there were feathers everywhere. And after that, he was fine. And he had no more problems. He was fine. He just had to, I guess he just had to hunt. I don't know.
you just had to remember how to cat.
Yeah. How do I cat?
Yeah.
This is how.
Yeah,
Oliver?
I don't pick up like imminent passing or anything for Ursa.
Yeah,
Like
neither do I.
in time, because everything, how that's just life. But I don't see it happening like today or anything.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, and you just keep a closer, and I know that you are, but just keep a closer eye on him when he's eating, to see, or when he's not eating, to see whether it's just the food that he's just turned off on, because my cat's 19, and sometimes it's like, you know what, I'm done with this food, I'm not eating it anymore, get me something different.
I've been eating this food for like 3 years now, and it's fine, but I need another flavor or something.
So Annette says, I heard you mention PTSD for animals, and I'm sure my dog Oliver has that. He is a rescue I've had for a few years. Is he progressing? My vet says he has big trust issues. I agree. I'm sorry, Annette. I totally know what you're going through. I totally know what you're going through. It's so hard. So does Oliver have PTSD? This fell out. It's something that he has to work on, something that
Mhm.
something's been planted in him that gives him this this PTSD type.
I also got like a gradual progress with him.
Let's see, Oliver, what's going on with you?
Well, okay. I wonder if he does. Now, I don't have my 9 of Wands, which sometimes comes up to represent PTSD, being weary and on guard long term. But it could just be because Oliver's so young. Maybe it's like he just hasn't had enough time to be like on guard or whatever. But yeah, he's very defensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what his circumstances were like prior to going to the shelter and being rescued, but there was conflict with other animals, and there is something about like being neglected. So I wonder if there were maybe too many dogs or too many animals where he was, and they had to fight for stuff like food. I keep getting the word scrapping. So like there was just a lot of fighting, and there could have been conflict like between the people and the animals, because there are some people that are really messed up and will hurt animals, which is
Yeah.
bad. But there was definitely huge conflict, and then something about being left alone for long periods of time. It could also have been that maybe the owners or whoever, the people that he had, maybe they would leave for long periods of time, leave him
Mm.
with the other animals. But there is like a slow progress here. He's getting better. It's just slowly. I wonder if
Yeah,
he does
with
have
your
some kind
help.
of trauma.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot of help from you to turn it around so he can feel secure and feel safe. He's not really into being, other people doing stuff for him. He's not used to it. He's not used to being given things. He's had to fight for everything. But now he's in a stable environment. So this could turn it all around for him. I
Mhm,
think it will turn it around for him.
mhm. Sometimes, and you know what, people are the same way. It might take years for someone to finally feel safe. Even if they are removed from whatever they've been through, it can take a long time for that to actually settle down. That could be what he's going through.
Yeah. That sucks, man.
But he has a good home now, so there
Yes.
is lots of hope. Like, I feel like it can only go up from here for him.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
and all the fact that he's in a stable environment, he's able to rest, he's able
Yeah.
to rejuvenate and become the dog that he's always meant to be, but with a little baggage. So
Yeah. And
you know
you know what? Maybe prior to rescue, maybe he had to sleep with one eye open, to be
mm,
safe or to feel safe.
yes. Oh gosh. Poor dogs, poor doggies. The ones who have had to fight to be here, those are the ones who are just so like loving and otherwise,
They might have
they're
been
just like
really
special dogs. They're smart as all get out. They're just like, they know how to do things that, other dogs that have been sheltered or like, bring me my food. And these dogs have had to go out and fight for theirs. So they're very capable and they're so worthy of being rescued. So
Mhm.
if you give to rescues, that's amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for doing that. Um, oh, Annette, he's the last 2 years I've been working from home. He's made great strides. Yes, because you're there.
He
Because you're
feels
there.
safe.
Yeah.
He's like, Mom's here, and I'm safe when Mom's here.
Right. And he was aggressive when you got him. Yeah. So yeah. So
He probably
love.
wasn't used to the warmth of another person.
Yeah, love conquers a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. And the more love you give them, it's undeniable. They can't deny you because it feels so good and they love it. So Rena says I have 2 cats that adopted us because that's what cats do.
That's what they do.
Sometimes they get along, but other times they don't. Why? They are strays. Let's look and see.
You know what? That reminds me of like siblings, where
Mhm.
they're in the family and sometimes they don't get along.
Yeah.
So I wonder what's going on with these 2 kitties.
Do you notice that when is it when they actually have conflict? Is it over food or is it over like, basic things like the beds or toys or whatever? So kind of keep an eye on what it is that's triggering them to fight with each other.
One of them is definitely the instigator. I pulled cards asking for each cat's personality, and I don't know which one it is, but one of them,
Is a bully.
you know what? And I think it comes from what their circumstances were prior to rescue, just like with the Oliver, right?
Yeah.
So one of them's an instigator, one of them is sensitive and is a lot more receptive to like emotional energy and emotional stimuli. And I do
But
have
they
the
will,
leverage though. Oh, look at that. We're almost matching.
I think they will get along eventually, right?
I think they will, and it just, that energy reminds me so much of siblings. Maybe these two are like adopted siblings or something.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're
get along,
fighting, but
but
they
they love each
will.
other. They
Yes.
love each other.
And I think they'll get into a groove where it's like, okay, you know what? I'll stay away from this one. One will go, okay, I'll stay away from you while you're doing this, and I'll do my own thing over here. And then they'll kind of like reconvene when they want to spend time together.
Yeah.
I think they will get along better as time goes on. They have to get used to each other, I think.
And maybe maybe they need like time apart, one at one end of the house and one at the other, so that they can just have a little time to themselves and not have to share anything, or, because everybody needs time to themselves, even animals, you want to take that
Especially
time.
cats.
Yeah. They love their alone time. They
thrive on it.
Carmen says, my Beau gets to barking when he sees other dogs. He hates cats and squirrels. Yes, been there. He is part pit bull, Australian shepherd. Wow, what a mix. I have a harness on him at all times. Yeah, can't really take him for walks. That sounds like what I have. Lucy is part pit bull, part pointer.
Ooh. She's a point bull.
She's a point bull. She points out the bull. But she chases everything, even the lights. If you make reflections on the wall, she'll chase that. She's like, whoa, I gotta chase something. I gotta catch something. So I feel sorry for you. Oh, hats off to you, Carmen.
Yeah, no kidding. That almost sounds like dealing with small children.
Exactly. How long have you had him? Let's see, because he's what I want to say. He's adapting to the environment, the give and take. Huh? What'd you get, Sienna?
I have that he's still there's like an insecurity here, which kind of makes sense. Animals have that very strong, that survival instinct, that like they kind of operate out of, what is it, the root chakra? That's the survival.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Empress. I have the Mother card again, where he does feel very warmly towards you. He's like, you're my mother, you're my caretaker. But
you need a strong hand with this one.
And there's confusion with this one. He might not understand fully why he behaves the way he does. He might have fears that he doesn't understand where they come from, or he might remember where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do have, though, eventually you will, it's like the work you put in, you will get back. So like the training, the time, the effort, the love, and I'm sure that you're already giving him all of that. It's just sometimes it takes a little bit of time to see the return on all of your effort.
But this is what you have to deal with. This is what you're dealing with.
Yeah, for the time being, it seems.
It's just so frustrating. I get it. I really get it. And I feel sorry for you, but you're going to need a firm hand with him. So, do you do
tough mom?
Yeah. Do you do like things to take his mind off of it? Make him do mind tricks, teach him how to, jump over things, or, go through tunnels, and, put his mind to work. Do scatters for him. Take a handful of food and just throw it out into a designated place in the yard and let him search for it, because it's a mind thing. It just
that's
mind out of what he's doing. It gets him to think of other things. So he's not focused on the squirrel, or focused on, the birds or whatever, other dogs. So you've got to get him, he's smart. So you've got to get him engaged in things like those little buttons that you see. That there's a YouTube thing on this dog, Bunny. I bought a few of those buttons, and Goose does those really well. it's Lucy, who's like your dog. She doesn't want to, she's not really up for that. But you've got to get her mind engaged, or his mind engaged. You've got to get him to do certain tasks. Teach him how to go get the little newspapers that they throw on your driveway or whatever. Teach him how to go get your slippers, or little things that put his mind to work, so that he'll get out of that mindset of attack, 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 attack.
And lots of praise when he does do something, because then he'll associate that like the task that keeps him away from, barking at everything or attacking. If he associates that, like, oh, if I do this calmer activity, mom's gonna pet me, or mom's gonna praise me, or mom's gonna give me hugs and kisses or whatever. They know, they love that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what to do about the shadows, because what are you going to do about that? Yeah. They're very loving, and these are loving dogs. It's just that they've been traumatized, and that trauma is what keeps them in that headspace. So doing those things, really work with him on sitting, on paying attention, hold your arms out with treats on each side, and make sure that he concentrates on you and not the treats. So that sort of takes his mind out of, that spinning, whirling dervish of Tasmanian devil dog.
I was gonna say, I think that over time he will come to learn that the birds and the squirrels are harmless. Maybe they kind of annoy him a little bit or something. I don't know, but he'll come to realize that they're not dangerous.
Well, he's mixed with like a dog that's Australian Shepherd. They are herders. They don't like for things to be out of order. They want to make sure everything is where they want it. So they're going to herd you. They're going to herd the birds, the squirrels, whatever. So
maybe he's going to learn that it's okay. Not everything has to be in a herd.
Yeah.
Maybe if he has some toys, maybe he'll learn how to just get his toys in a group, or some way to channel that in a more constructive manner. I don't know.
Right. If you do like the what do you call it, the obstacle course training, that helps with herders, because it sort of speaks to what they do. It's like, going for here, sit here, look at that, then go over there, sit there, look at that, and then go through this tube, come out here, sit down. So it's so much work.
It's so much fun watching them do it, though, because like you can tell they're so into it.
Yeah, and they love it. Yeah. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for just being here, and thank you, Seanna, for it's just great. I just wanted to do something that's
for turning up late.
Oh, stop! We were having, it's just chill. We just wanted to chill out today, not think about the, all the bad things that are happening. Just to take, like us, what we're doing with the dogs, to take their minds off of what they're doing. So it was just to sort of, just give us something else to sort of concentrate on. And that is, that's healing, and that's good for me anyway, because this week has been crazy. And, and in honor of our veterans, please listen to a veteran, go and talk to a veteran, let them tell you their stories, and, and give them a little bit of support and love. Just, you don't have to spend money, just spend your time and give a little bit of time to those who have given us so much.
Yeah, they give, well, they're willing to give their lives so that their country can have freedom and peace.
Yeah.
And you really can't, it's like, how do you repay that?
It's impossible. And they come like our fur babies, they come back from this horrendous situation, and they have, PTSD or, whatever problems they may have physically. And it's really just nice to be able to communicate with other people about, and they're not feeling so alone. So that is our show for this afternoon. I hope you guys have the rest of the day. I hope it's wonderful for you, and just have have a wonderful time. Try to have a wonderful time in the midst of all of this turmoil. So
Yeah.
thank you, Seanna. Everyone go to Seanna's channel and give her some love, subscribe, and give her all these thumbs up, all the thumbs up you can. Thank you to everyone in the chat for being here. I know this is quite different for me, and I will see you soon. Well, we'll see you on Sienna's channel on Friday, right?
Yes, I think
For
so.
Friday
I'm gonna,
reads.
yeah, Friday reads. I know my family is doing something Friday, but they gave us such short notice that I don't know if I'll be able to go. So if I'm not able to go, then we'll be here on my channel.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe we'll see Sienna on Friday.
Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so have a wonderful rest of the day. Walk in beauty, walk in peace, and walk in joy. Bye-bye, guys.